Right, we should be able to get some design done on that lot. I've also found out one thing that I was missing. I was doing some research. To improve the social, I need to put a water bottle in. The water cooler, that's it. So now people will gather around the water cooler. That light's in the way. Move that into the middle. So people will use the water cooler now instead of getting upset. I've got to make that room accessible. I can't remember what I was going to do with that room. This should have everybody in there. Because what's my team? My team's 7 people, so I have 1 person without a desk at the moment. Ah, I didn't realise that. So if I copy 1 desk, they can go underneath the fan. The light in there's okay, yeah. The cleaning and the cook. So the cleaning person is sat with his feet up on the food. Lovely. Actually need to get through April quick because that's everybody's on holiday. So that's when the team holiday is set. I actually found out that doing the 8-day thing that I'm doing here is actually a longer way of making the game. It takes a lot longer to do the game, is what I mean. And it's actually not as good as actually having a 1-day month. Because now you're using your days upon this, whereby you get 1 month with the other system, or several months. But it groups all your production up into 1 month, which is really a lot more efficient. So this is actually less effective. And no, I've got 1 guy back in, not very social. It's because my character doesn't bother socialising. No, that's a bit silly. So, 1 employee went on vacation. 1 employee. Ugh. They are state. Vacation in class. Ah. So they sent people away for training while they were on vacation time. If I trained myself up, no, I'll sort that later. That's a later thing. Because looking at my own stats, I've got poor leadership, poor marketing, poor artistry work actually, but that can be trained. What I might consider is, now that I've got 7 people working here, I mean employees there, I've got all these. What they're trained for? Celia Ellis, employee details. No good at anything. So I guess I employed them as a marketer. Looking at what they're doing. Because they've no skill. So they must be a marketing person only. So I'll set them as a marketer. What I can do also, there's an automation system here. If I say I want 3 programmers, 2 designers, 1 artist and 1 marketer, and set my age requirements and skills, I can set a budget here of say 25,000, then force the ones there, so they're going to be forced to do the one that I want them to do. Train somebody up in human relations and make them the leader, and then they'll control the entire team and tell people where they need to be, what they need to be doing, etc, etc. So currently that room's not too loud, so we can actually probably get another computer in there safely. So we'll duplicate that desk and put another one there. Unable to reach this ceiling fan there, so we'll just move it there, further over, there. So now the volume's there, but it's not insanely loud. Right, I'm gonna hire a leader. We'll check all the skills and everything, begin looking. We want compatibility over anything else, and a young age, extremely social, that's good for a leadership skill. That's quite good, but not... See, that's really good. Yeah, I'll take them. So they're now part of my core team. And that was that person, wasn't it? Because I forgot to look at the name, but yeah, they're there. So now, set them as leader. Also, we're going to send them straight away on the HR management. So by the time they're done, they'll have all the human resources needs that they need. They'll be fully trained in that. Right, so they're talking to the press. Actually, shouldn't my marketer be doing more of that? They're the least compatible person with my team, so they may be the one that goes first. Upstairs the basement. I've still got the server there. Have I got that set on the server? I can't remember. These are worrying. These aren't actually going through as quick as I hoped they would. The design characteristic there. What time am I cleaning coming in? They can be there 11 till 3 now. We'll change that slightly. I need to put the door in on that room, don't I? Right. Ooh, there was a trick I found out the other day. Find one of the companies that's been recently created. No, me. Look at their stock prices and see what they're doing. And possibly even, if you've got the money for it, buy one of their stocks. And the first time they produce something, so like this one's too expensive probably, yeah, 360. But you buy their stocks when they first create the company, and the first piece of product they might make 10 million in profit. You can profit yourself off that and make your company worth a fortune. Whereby it's too late at that point for what we're planning to do. Anyway, come on, we need these developed because this is not developed very well. I mean, this is going to run out of time now. Them contracts, they were too long. I shouldn't have took them really. Should look through these. That's a nice short contract by the looks of it. If you use the server. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Should zip through that in 8 days. In theory. Maybe remove people. No, we'll leave coders on that because that's not designers. Oh dear, that's taking longer to design than I thought it would. Guess my team isn't that good at general and audio. Looking at this, I guess looking at this, if I actually assign people to their proper roles. Right, so I'll Albrat can be generalised. These ones should actually be assigned to automatic roles. That gives us designers, programmers and artists, which should speed up the design process because now your designers are actually working on specific designs. I said yes. Noise. Oh yeah, it's peaking at 60 decibels. I might need to move to the bigger room with these. But oh, look at the speed of the design now. I have to redesign my building a little bit in a little bit because that's actually affecting their productivity, the noise now, because everybody's working on something different. They're all working a lot better. I should have done that a long time ago. But that's done now. See, this room I can change it. It's currently not bright enough and it's too dark and not got enough trees and stuff in it, so it needs decorating. Come on, you need to push that through. That's got to go on to do alpha, otherwise I'm never going to finish it. Right, I'm going to duplicate that. One there, one there, one there. So people are now going to use more rooms. What I can do as well is put a table in between on there. We need the cooling on the wall. Heating also on the wall. One at the back. Not enough lamp. Add windows or lamps. Right. Well, we're going to have lamps anyway. So Z. We're going to have lamp there, and a lamp there, and a lamp there. And that gives us 400 lux. Press Z again, bring us back into the normal mode. That gives us plenty of computers now to work with. Plenty of people working around this. I can bump this up now because the designers will just work on that solid. I'm going to have a load of bugs in that, and I think I need a new artist. Looking at the artwork on that. So if I get an audio artist for the core team with great compatibility, is working on design work, may delay release, yeah. So you see, having that makes you risk. I'm going to get a second artist as well, and then we're going to drop out and pause the game, because now we've got two artists that join the team, but they've not been assigned, so we need to assign them both to artistry work. They're good at everything but 2D and everything but 3D. That'll be okay for now though. So my art working is going on. What I'm going to do is unassign the core team from Bratwave for a bit, because I think they're working away on that instead of this. And I only have 6 days left on this contract here, and 19 days to develop this. Really, I don't think the design's going to be good enough. I may have to release this before time, which isn't good. Come on, we need this done. And actually, how big was that building area that I had? Can expand a bit, but I'm thinking we need to purchase more space and build a bigger building eventually. That's almost done with hyping the press with Bratwave. Right, I haven't had any complaints about social recently, so I'm wondering if employees are okay for the social needs now. sorting out the water fountain problem. Yeah, everybody seems good on social. I don't get social on mine. But yeah, everybody's good on social now. This is the really long game though. I may finish this series soon and do the one day month. Tyfield's called in sick. Oh, that's a designer. Ew. So that's retarded the progress on that a little bit actually. This has 2 days left. I'm going to have to actually promote that because otherwise I'm going to be very late with it and it's going to have lots of bugs and I'll not make anything out of it. So it's not going to meet the requirements, but I got 30,000 for it. This is nowhere near going to meet the requirements for the contract. Are there any other contracts I can do? Bad quality. Mediocre, game asset, mediocre, bad, horrible. Right, that's the full design done now. So we'll see how good that goes. This is horrible quality. Put it on the test servers. What's the point? Is that on the server? I doubt it. We'll accept that contract. Prioritise that up to 7. Right, we'll develop that one as quick as we can. And we're going to finish this one in time, I think. I'm going to let it go roughly double on the development phase in this, because I learnt a new trick the other day. If you actually double the design on a product, it brings the alpha stage down. If you saw that, it barely got to the target line, which it had, and the target line for this is really at the far end. I've over designed this one by 200% or more, and the alpha stage finishes here. So actually the over designing something in the first place means that you'd have to do less in this stage. So it's actually better to leave it longer, which I didn't know about that until quite recently. I was playing about just 2 days ago, I think I was playing around and found out that you could do that. Oh, a horrible quality. I could take that. See, the designers aren't actually working on anything but this at the moment because there's no other projects in the game currently requiring their skills. So I'm going to prioritise that. I've got the one marketer somewhere. Okay, that's targeted, and that's done. Come on, we need this. Now the marketing's finished now, so my marketer's asleep. I'm going to develop that. You see the alpha line's really far down. Right, so that's done now. Bank on 100%, we can just straight do that and throw it out. This is going to run out of time. I've got nothing I can do about that. What we want is 1 month's one. So we can probably get some more of these out in the time we've got. Yeah, we'll throw some of these in as well. See, I'm thinking this shouldn't take that long because of what it is. So I'm going to keep throwing some of these at them. so I could get some contracts out and get this reputation up, because I reckon I'm going to take a hit with the reputation from this for how long it's taken to get that far, because I'm not going to complete over 60% at the moment. It's going to be well short, I think. I should develop that. Yeah, I know. Can't promote it until thingy. My mouse double clicked by mistake. I'm going to have to promote this one though, so that it goes through to the next stage today. So that's gone through to beta. It's gone through too early really, but what can you do? That one's gone through, that one's developed, that one can release, and that one can release almost on time. 18,000, that's not much really for what you're talking about in development time. So we can do another mediocre one. Get the design team working away on that. Once this chicken sausage one's done, Billy Ross has called in sick. What I'm going to do is reassign the core team back to that. Once this hits the proper stage in the alpha, we're going to promote it. That had 2 bugs. That's about standard. Going to let this design another day, I think. And income wise, game assets mediocre, 1 month. Yeah, we'll take that on. Develop that there. Take that on as well. And we'll assign these to develop as quickly as we can. Maybe that Street Fang might be too much for us to do at the moment, but we'll find out. I'll let that overdevelop. Just reduce its priority down. Come on, we need the other one developed. That will give us a good alpha stage now, so stick the alpha stage up on that. That's not progressing very well. Right, this is going to come in as well and take some of the time. I'm going to let that development stage run through as long as I can. Right, that's done, so that's promoted. That's released. Got 4 days left on this contract, so after today it needs to be at least in alpha. So we're going to get that into alpha now. We can leave the contracts for now. This has only got 2 days left and it's pushing itself right to the limit of the alpha. That shouldn't have taken so long. Promote it and release. We actually didn't do too bad on that one then. This one is doing the same, it's taken a long time. It's the artists that's slowing us down. Didn't I send them for the HR? Yes, I did. So now my people will get trained up automatically. So my employees will be going to the colleges and stuff now because they've got a leader. So they'll keep my team under control. And the leader is using that desk there. I'll permanently assign their... Oh, I just lost the leader as a selection, right? Leader. We can assign the furniture being used by the employee to the employee, so they will always use that computer and that desk now. This is the last day for this. It's 100% done, we're done. We managed to do it just in time. And Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.